Well, hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Welcome to myOrganized.life live Thursday, February 22nd,
Yep.
2018, 2 o'clock Central Time.
Yep. How are
3
you?
o'clock
3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific.
Pacific. I'm
doing
doing
okay.
good today. Yeah.
Good.
You know, because Thursdays, it's almost Fridays. You know, Fridays, then you're counting down until the end of the day.
Until Monday,
and then it's
actually,
weekend.
yeah.
So it's great.
Yep.
Although we got in Minnesota a big snowstorm, Snowmageddon. It seems like
That's
every
word
other
on the
week.
street. Yeah, I know.
You know, huge snow. Maybe, I don't know what's going to
6
happen.
inches or so. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know.
So anyway, you know, this is the show where we're going to give you organizing tips, advice, and get your feedback with questions and comments. In fact, right now, why don't you go ahead in the comment section, shout out to where you're watching from. Because today, we're going to talk about desktop organization.
Correct.
Right?
Kind of a solution type show today.
Now, what kind of desk is this right here?
Looks like mine. It looks like mine. It's
the
messy.
first impression is always important, and this is terrible. So here is the simple way to organize your desktop. You put everything in a file, or actually just put it in a pile and
put it away.
Get it out of the way.
This, gone.
Okay, now,
Clean.
Oh, I got an eraser here too.
Oh, no.
So.
Shoot.
Now, isn't that nice? We've got.
It is nice. It's so clean.
Isn't that good?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
But that's not how you do it, folks. Okay.
No, we can't just put everything away and forget about it, because you'll lose stuff that way.
That's right. Well, you know, and desktop organization, kind of the concept behind it is that you want to be able to see what you're working on. Obviously, the one thing you're working on right now, but you also don't want to forget about that that other project, or maybe that little the bill you have to pay, or maybe that phone number. So you know, maybe you do Post-it notes, maybe, and all of a sudden, you know.
Your computer screen is growing a beard, right? They call it the Post-it beard or something, when you have the Post-its dangling from the bottom of your screen.
Yeah. So.
So what do we do to fix that?
Well, what we do is we come up with an organizing solution.
Okay.
Now, what do you know? Smead and myOrganized.life, we just so happen to have some things that you can help with.
Yes, we do.
You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can challenge this desktop organization. Today we're going to show you one of them, and that is our product called the Stadium File.
And I think I have one.
Well, isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
That's great. Now, Stadium File, you might be wondering, why do we call it the Stadium File? Why do you think?
Maybe because it's tiered.
Like stadium
So everyone
seats.
gets a good seat.
Or like the theater, right?
Theater, baseball game, whatever.
But what's nice about that, from even right over here, which is maybe 2 or 3 feet away, I can see every single file folder and the label.
Yes, that is what's nice about this. And it's small. It doesn't take up a big footprint. So a normal expanding file, it might stretch way out, and then you have to kind of look over and see what you're doing.
Yeah, or a file box, which is deeper, which those are all good solutions for certain things. But this is something you can set on the side of your desk, maybe up against a wall. Maybe we do have a mini version of this too, which can go under an overhead bin if you have one of those. So now what's interesting about this is you can take and organize the desktop stuff you have a lot of different ways. Now, one thing that's important to remember, and you can see this on, I believe it's our podcast with Ellen DeLapp.
Okay.
You'll just go to Smead.com and search on the term desktop organizing. But you know, there's different kinds of filing situations and needs. So desktop are the things that you are called your active files, things that you need to use this week, today. You don't want to put them away in your file drawer because you might forget about, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So then you got your file drawer, which is maybe the things you look at once a month, or you know, refer to project files, things like that. Or the last one is archive. You know, you get the boxes,
big file box, the banker's box, or whatever, and shove them
away.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're just focusing on desktop here. I
This
like this.
could also be called an active file,
active
or
file,
tickler file, fingertip file.
Yes. Now
lots of different names.
Yeah. So fingertip file. I think the reason they call that is so you can kind of move your fingers through it and easily look at it. Now, on this one right here, we have the months of the year, January through December, a folder for each one. These happen to be labeled with our Viewables labeling system, which is a free online labeling creator at viewables.com.
The Stadium file actually comes with labels too, not the Viewables labels, but just plain white labels labeled 1 through 31, monthly, and then
and the A to Z.
A to Z.
Yeah, so,
A to Z.
and again, there's 12 pockets in here. And this thing can expand. It isn't considered an expanding file, so you can get quite a few sheets of paper or whatever it is in there that you want. But let's just say you don't want months of the year. Let's say you want something different, Leanne.
Hang on. Maybe we want this at home.
Yeah.
I think it'll work at home too,
Oh, yeah.
right? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, I mean...
Or were you going to say something else?
Well, I was going to say something
Oh,
else.
go ahead,
You
go
can't read
ahead.
my mind, but
Okay.
no, let's talk about using it at
Sure.
home versus using it at the office. I mean, I think we have different filing challenges in both places, right?
Yeah.
How would you use this at home?
A lot of people have said this could be like a kitchen command center.
Okay.
Or wherever you pay your bills. It could be kind of a drop zone. So if you go through your mailbox and you don't want to pay your bills right away, maybe you have a folder that says bills.
Yep.
And you just put those in there.
Right.
Or
how about a folder that says contact list?
Contact list, that would be great.
Or
for
a folder that says 2018 baseball roster.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, those are things that you kind of need. You always need to get the name of, you know, your carpooling.
Right.
You need a phone number and
Yep.
things like that.
And school schedules, anything that you need to access that you don't really have a home for.
Right.
Otherwise, it might just get thrown on the fridge and falls off, or
Yeah.
thrown in a drawer, and then it's like, oh, where did I put that? But right with this, it's right there.
Yeah. What's nice about this too, these are just standard manila folders, which are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Here you can also use color as color coding. So,
Yep.
you know, if you have 3 or 4 different categories, this might be, like you said, contact list. It might be color coded by kid at
Right.
home.
Yep.
Or by work, it might be color coded by project or department. So a lot of flexibility. Now this particular folder, these are our Super Tab Notes folders.
Right.
So not only do you have the larger labeling area, 90% larger labeling area, there's also notes lines on here. Now,
Right.
have you ever in your life ever written on a file folder?
Never.
Never. Okay.
No, I do all the
Then you're-
time. Of course,
Yes, of
all
course.
the time.
So we've
Who
made it a
doesn't?
lot easier by putting the notes on there.
Yep.
We can actually just go ahead and put these in here,
Sure.
and we'll see how that.
It actually looks kind of cool with the manila and the colors
Yeah,
mixed.
you can pop
I
it
think.
in there, and here, put that one in. That's great.
Because it doesn't really have to be perfect. I mean, it's pretty when it is perfect, but who is really perfect in
Right.
life? Nobody.
Now you might say, well, John, I don't want to go onto viewables.com or use those. I like my handwriting like you have right there, right?
Beautiful
Now my handwriting is not great, but
Either is mine, but that's okay.
what happens, this is 2018 baseball roster, what happens in 2019?
Well,
you're
you can't really use whiteout because it's orange.
right.
So you would have to throw the folder away probably.
Or you could use our Super Tab erasable folders. Now, what's really neat about
Nice.
these is that we could put on here 2018
19.
roster. Well, no,
Oh,
I'm going to show
sorry.
you.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Then you just get, this is, by the way, a permanent marker.
Sharpie marker.
So you think it's going to go away. But what happens when we go to 2019? We can just come in here with the marker.
with an
and-
eraser.
Yes.
White eraser.
Yeah, high polymer white eraser.
eraser.
And then we can just change it to
Show them how it. Okay. Yeah.
2019. Just write it right on there. So the surface of the labeling area allows you to erase and reuse.
Yep. That is
so
cool.
we can go ahead and put that one in here as well. Sorry.
Don't write on me with that marker.
No, I won't.
The white eraser won't get it off my face.
Yeah. But so these also come in a variety of colors. You can also get these in manila too.
Yep, you
so
can.
there's a lot.
Those
of,
are also Super Tab
yeah.
too, so bigger
Yeah.
label.
When you think about that, you might want to have a couple lines of larger writing.
Yep,
You know,
for
maybe
sure.
it's a project or something, and you have some deadlines or however. Now let's talk about those could go in there. Let's
Okay.
bring that down, and let's
Okay.
bring. You may be in your office and say, well, you know, I don't want that stadium file on there. We do have another option called the desktop file sorter.
These have been around for ages.
For eons, right?
Eons.
Now we just recently updated this one with a new
Linen,
cover, right?
linen- yeah, it's
cover.
a linen cover. It's
Why
a
don't you
nice
talk about
finish.
how this works? This one happens to be set up as the months, right?
Right, month of the year. So you basically open it and just set the papers in. I don't really think it's made for folders.
Not really.
So this would probably be more for office.
Yeah.
If you're in a position that deals with invoices, you could have invoices for every month, or really whatever you're working on.
Right.
That's a month-to-month basis.
And this file sorter also comes in the 1 through 31
Yep.
as well, so you
Yep.
can have the daily one if it's a daily thing. So a lot of different uses, but that can sit right on your desk. It's closed, it's clean and tight, so
Right.
that works real well. Another option we have, I feel like it's Christmas here, I'm
I
bringing
know.
out new things. This is our poly file box,
This one,
which is super versatile. This is the one that was featured on Designing Spaces on
right,
the
yep.
Lifetime Network. And what you can do with this is you can put hanging folders in here. You can put in regular folders, or if you want to go
Let's
into,
see.
look at this.
Ooh. Hey, wait a
is that
second.
a folder or what is that?
These look familiar.
They do. It's the notes folder. but it's got,
It's a jacket.
it's a jacket. It's closed like a project jacket.
So it's closed on three sides.
So you have a bunch of projects you want, you can put those in here, and it will take care of your projects. You can label each of them.
Yep.
And a couple of nice things about this, it has little handles on it. You can take it with you if you go to different meetings.
Yep.
You can actually put this into a file drawer
Yeah, it
too.
fits right in there.
Yeah. So that's just another way to organize on the desktop. Did we cover all the different fun colors?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
think so.
what's nice about this is you can kind of create a system that you want. You can,
And there's so many different options for desktop organizing, and
Yeah.
even with that, it just goes in the drawer. But if you want to keep it out, you can too, because it's nice looking and it's sturdy. It's not really gonna mess up your desk too much.
all right, let's go over to Facebook, and you can vamp for a second while I take a look and see if we have any comments here.
Yeah,
And we'll watch and see if anyone has put anything in. Right now, we have not, no new comments right now. But what, you know,
People can always comment later on the replay.
Yeah. If you're watching this on the replay, just go ahead and put a comment in there, and we come back to our page daily and we will answer.
Right.
Or if we don't have the answer, we'll tap into the vast knowledge of one of the professional organizers that we work with.
Yep.
So
And they can also go to the section on our website, myOrganized.life,
Yep.
the what goes with what
Yeah.
section. There's the drawer dilemma,
yep,
desktop disaster,
and
one
project management.
Yeah. So
Yep.
there's all sorts of solutions in there with different items that go with each other.
Yeah, and
to
a
help
professional
organize
organizer, Louise Kurzika, works with me in that segment,
Yep.
and we kind of pair things together, kind of like pairing wine and cheese.
Yes.
It's kind of nice. But you didn't think that file folders and holders could actually work together like wine and cheese,
No.
but they can. So, so desktop organizing, this is just a little quick overview that we have a bunch of different solutions.
So many different solutions.
You can
It's-
find out more about that at Smead.com. Just go into the product section. You can also, our consumer direct site is myOrganized.life. That's the name, myOrganized.life, live, right?
Yep.
So anyway, tomorrow, Friday,
Friday is Blogger Roundup Day.
what is this
Well,
like a new lasso or what?
No, close. We kind of surf the web and look at our favorite, or not favorite organizers, just organizers in general
Yeah.
that we follow. And a lot of them have blogs. A lot of probably our viewers have blogs too. And just see what they're talking about and grab a couple articles or tips and
Yeah.
kind of just say what's going on out
Yeah,
there.
and if you happen to know a good organizing blog, you want to give a shout out to it, go ahead and put that in the comments. We'll definitely follow it, and again, bring you 3 or 4 different topics that people are talking about in the organizing universe.
Right.
Blogiverse.
Blogosphere.
There we
That's
go.
the word. That's the word.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's tomorrow, Friday, and then we do this Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and noon Pacific. So if you have an idea for a show or a topic, we'll have professional organizers on here regularly. And so if you have some ideas that you'd like to see, go ahead and put those in the comments. We want you to share this out with
Share
people.
everything, yeah.
Be social.
Yeah.
And we're trying to build this show for you.
Right.
And that's it for today.
All right. We will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow on myOrganized.life live.